Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on over here to DB Adventures. I'm Dylan, and today I have a very exciting video for you guys. It's something I've been looking forward to for a long time. I'm going to be building a DIY kayak trailer for under $1,000. As you know, kayak trailers have become a big thing in today's world of kayak fishing, and they are becoming out the wazoo in prices. I think the cheapest one right now might be $1,700, and I think we can build just as good of one for almost half that price. So we've got the tool bag, we've got an adult Lego set sitting out back behind the house waiting to be put together. So that's what we're going to do. Step number one is to put this trailer together. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this awesome video. Woo! Alright y'all, here it is, the Ultra Tow steel folding utility trailer kit, the adult Lego set. And you can see over there, there's Freddy eating grass because he's stupid. But yeah, step number one, let's get this thing put together. Alright guys, after 3 long days, the frame of this thing is put together. Fighting the rain and fighting these stupid directions, I'm going to ask you guys to say a prayer. Make sure I put everything together right, because I am not the brightest person in the shed. And also the directions were terrible. But we've got it. Hopefully everything's good. Now that we've got the frame put together, the first thing I'm going to be adding to this kayak trailer, which is optional, this part is optional, is this trailer jack. So let's get the tools and get this thing put on. Alright y'all, front jack is installed. Again, that part of the trailer build is optional. You can save yourself 30 bucks, but I wanted it. Keep the trailer off the ground. Gives me a place to store my chains. And overall, looks pretty good. Oh, I did mount it closer to the tongue because I'm going to be putting a storage box right in here, and I needed room for this thing to be able to flip up. So that's why I put it all the way up there. For the next part of this trailer build, we're going to be wiring up the lights. But I got some stuff from Harbor Freight to just clean up the wires a little bit. I got 2 packs of this Chicago electrical wire cover. They were on sale, they had $1 off. And I got 100 pack of zip ties for $1. So that's another optional part. You ain't got to do this. But it's going to clean up the wiring, protect it a little better, and just make it look overall a little more clean. All right, y'all, quick update here. I've got half the trailer wires with the wire cover on. And you can see what it looks like over here without them. That's the yellow and brown wire. Just think putting it on makes it look a little bit more clean, protects them a little bit more. See, I got my supervisor Freddie over here. He approves of it. I did have to, all 4 lights had to be ground into the trailer frame separately. So they gave me 1 self-tapping screw. So I just reused it 4 times and put all the holes in the frame and put the ground wire in like that. All right, guys. Ran out of wire cover starting up here after the front. You see I still got some wire hanging down, so I'm about to make another trip to Harbor Freight. But I went ahead and installed my little eye hook right here. Ran it right through this, I don't even remember what this is called. Ran it through that hole, up through the trailer frame, and it's bolted on through the back here. Now I'm gonna put one up front, and then probably attach the boat buckles, and then start with the bunk brackets. And I'll have to call it a day so I can make a trip to Harbor Freight. But I'll show you guys when I get all that done. Here are my boat bunk brackets. They are supposed to, I think they're 8-inch adjustable. They were on Amazon for about $32. I can put a link to these in the description. These are the cheapest I found for a set of 4. These are going to be the next thing we attach. We got the eyelets attached. Now we're going to put these bunk brackets on and start watching this kayak transform into a kayak trailer. All right, we got the rear bunk brackets on. See, I spaced it out. There's 1, 2, they're covering the 3rd hole on each side. These can be spaced out accordingly depending on how wide your kayak is. But I think this should be good for mine. Might have to end up scooting them in a little bit. But now we're gonna go get the front brackets on. All right, guys, another little update here. We got the front bunk brackets on. We haven't put the swivel part on top of it yet. We're gonna go ahead and make our bunks tomorrow and then drill them into there before we put them on the trailer. Next here, we're gonna be putting on these boat buckle mini G3s. Hopefully they're gonna go right in this hole right here and then right in that hole up there. And that should give us enough room to strap down our kayaks. So, I will show you guys once we get that done. All right, guys, we have got a lot done today. We got the U-bolts put in, we've got the boat buckles put on, we got the bunk brackets put on, and we've got this side of the wire cover put on the trailer lights. They're all grounded and wired up. They should be working. I did end up having to take the stake pocket off of this corner and then that corner up there so the boat buckle would mount. They wasn't mounting in this corner because all those bolts, there's a bolt there, there's a bolt on the side, and there's a bolt coming up from the bottom. So the bolt that was running through that hole kept bumping into those bolts. So we ended up taking off that stake pocket and that stake pocket. And I think it's going to work out better this way. Might end up raising the bunk brackets a little bit, just so they don't bump, the kayak doesn't bump the boat buckle when we're putting it on the trailer. But we'll figure that all out tomorrow when we get the bunks made and attached to the trailer. We should be in the home stretch now. Tomorrow should be the last day for it. We're going to mount the bunks and mount this box, and we should be good to go. All right, y'all, we're going to attempt to make bunk number 1. We've got the pressure treated 2x4 laid out here. We got the bunk carpet rolled out, staple gun, my liquid nail, and a box cutter. Let's try not to mess this up. Here we go, guys. The bunks are mounted to the trailer. I forgot to film that part. See, I kind of put them at the, well, this side's sitting a little bit this way, and this side's sitting a little bit this way. I know that's the way my kayak hull is built. So, I'm gonna figure out how to mount this front storage box. And I'm gonna bring my kayak out here and adjust it in and out, however far I need to go to fit my kayak perfectly. There we are, guys. The box is mounted. And with that, the build is really in the home stretch. See, I put a couple holes here, put a U-bolt through, mounted it to the frame. And then right here where this A-plate is on the trailer frame, put a hole there and put that bolt through, and then put that lock washer back on it. This turned out awesome. This is it, y'all. The ultimate DIY kayak trailer is complete. You see, we got the boat buckles running through the front handle here. This thing is locked down solid. Got it through the back here too. That can be tightened down a little bit more. Good thing it's this easy. You see our bunks riding in the channel of the kayak, so they should be tied down pretty good. And we even ended up installing bearing buddies from Harbor Freight, the Haul Masters, for $15. End up being the same size that you need for this Ultra Tow trailer from Northern Tool. That little 2x4 Freddy's chewing on over there is what we had to put up against it and knock it in with a rubber mallet. But she is a beauty. There's one more thing we gotta do before we can label this thing as complete. I'm gonna take that sticker off and put on an awesome, trusty Tackle Warehouse one. It is not the prettiest, but it looks 10 times better than this Plano sticker. Everybody can know where my paychecks every Friday go to, and that's to Tackle Warehouse. Alright, y'all. The total price for this build put us right under budget. I had a budget set of $900, and it put us at $878.60. So that put us about $22 under the budget that was given to us by my wonderful wife, who sponsored this video. Thankfully. I love you, Broken. Thank you for this. Put us at about $878. I did end up getting some discounts on... I got a $50 gift card when I bought this trailer from Northern Tool, which covered the cost of the front jack and a 1 7/8 ball hitch for my truck to tow this thing. So if you need those couple things, you might be out another $50. But Northern Tool's usually having pretty good sales, and you can buy from them and save a little bit of money yourself. This $878 also includes some things that I bought that I thought I'd need and ended up didn't even getting to use. So you can save some money there as well. But yeah, overall, I'm super happy with how this turned out. I'm super excited to take this thing out on its maiden voyage. Hopefully in the next day or so, depending on the weather.